Happy Merri Hour, everybody. It is Friday. I'm so happy, Matt. That was so many bang flips. Your hair is real long.
It's getting real bad. I'm going to do like a before and after at the end of this and just find the first episode we did.
I feel like just for fun, at the end of it, you should just shave it all off. Or like,
no, you keep trying this and no.
I don't know. It feels like a missed opportunity not to at least try it. All right.
No, it actually doesn't at all to me. I like my hair and I'm keeping it.
I don't pressure you anymore. But I thought for a minute that you were going to be wearing the bandana. I thought you were really embracing that look for a little while.
The bandana might have to come out soon. I'll be honest. Like maybe next week or the week after. Because like it's covering my ears at this point. Like, look, if I don't do anything to it, like it covers it. Yeah, I don't like it.
You're going to be able to make like a man bun soon.
Oh, don't tell me that. I don't want to hear that. Look in the back.
I can see like the little tail.
Yeah. I got wings.
All right. I have to open this beer. I'm going to lose my mind.
Go. Me too. Yep. It's been a week.
2, 3. We both got good ones that night. Tonight.
It is tonight, not that night.
Cheers.
Yeah, it's been a long week.
It has been a long week. On the work front, I was very, very busy because I had a couple of big interviews that I was really excited about, and I wanted to make the most of them. And then, obviously, all of the current events are just, they like suck the energy out of you. It's deeply upsetting.
I had to write like 500 words last night. I think that was about it, which should be nothing for me. And trying to write while everything was happening was almost impossible. It took me like 4 hours just to recommend 5 movies. And I'm like, this week needs to end. I feel you.
And, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. For anyone out there who is just feeling down about what's going on, you're not alone. No. And that's okay.
Yeah, we're all in this. And it's going to get interesting soon.
Yeah, I mean, right now, to be honest, I am happy to be able to take our step back and to be in our little Merri Hour bubble, just to hang out, talk movies, bring some levity to life right now. Matt, how was your work week?
It was actually good. I got to cover the Chattanooga Film Festival, which was all last weekend. And it's interesting because it was the first online film festival. It was the first virtual version because, you know, as these smaller festivals start to cancel, the smaller ones can actually do an online version. They can get the films to agree to a streaming version, and it was pretty seamless. You know, basically you got to pay a daily fee or you got to pay a whole weekend fee, and you had access to the whole library. It's like there was no schedule.
Oh. So
any film that was showing, you could basically curate your own film festival. You didn't have to stick to anything. You could do what you wanted. And yeah, it was interesting and cool. And I saw some really neat stuff. There's a slasher film that's going to go over real well with the midnight crowd. Shudder has Shudder. It's called Skull. It's from Brazil. And all it is like Nazis try to use a skull mask. It's kind of like the movie The Mask, except the mask possesses you to be a murderer and like turn you into a ritual being. So it's like a demon that just starts slashing through crap. Very crazy effects. Gore effects are out of this world. Like just crazy death sequence.
I'm eager to see that. I'm curious to know what your thoughts are on that film festival setup, because a lot of people have been asking me what my feelings are on, you know, the future of film festivals, at least while we're still boxed into the virtual world. And I think one of my favorite things that I've experienced thus far is, you know, how I got that box from HBO Max for the Love Life premiere. So the way that worked was they technically invited you to the virtual premiere. And you RSVP'd, and then a little while before the movie was supposed to start, because it was on a schedule, I can't remember what time it was, but you signed into a link that they emailed you, and you put in your password, and then you were in like a waiting room, and they had a little screen off to the side that said the Love Life premiere begins in whatever the countdown was, and then off to the side there was like a little chat room where people could talk. But I would like that format to be adjusted so that while the content plays, there's no chat room. But I like how that gave me the feeling like I had to be at the premiere at a specific time. And instead of a physical ticket, I got a password. And I was seeing it at the same time, airing at the same time with all of these people. So I feel like that could be one of the film festival paths going forward.
Well, and it's funny because it's like you still get the experience of waiting in line. Yay. Like I'm glad they still kept that around.
But at
No,
least
I mean, that's a joke.
I was waiting online, not in line, and I was waiting in the comfort of my own home and not standing outside in the rain or something.
So, I mean, here's the good and the bad, I'm going to say, because I think Chattanooga did a great job. I mean, they did what they had to do. They're, kind of blazing the trail in a way, but also what was their alternative? Their alternative was just to cancel. So they wanted to put on a show, and they did that. And I will say the things they did right 100% that made it worthwhile is they had a lot of live events that still went on basically like a channel that you could look up later if you miss it. But they had a bunch of live events, like Joe Dante was there, Ice-T was there. They had all this great stuff lined up. So there was more than just the movies on like a VOD platform.
Yeah.
And then the other thing they did was just really good curation in a way, because they had a great selection basically of Vinegar Syndrome brought some old school relics that you've never heard of. So you get to see these 80s movies that are crazy. They had a bunch of premieres. Like I said, Skull premiered. Shudder brought a few films. So Shudder brought Scare Package, which is like a horror comedy anthology. And sure, it's coming out on Shudder in about 3 weeks, but you still get to see it a few weeks early if you paid for it and get that vibe. So they did all that stuff really well. They made it interactive. They did a good job on that front. And also I said, like I said, the curation is cool for yourself because you have a list of movies and you get to see whatever you want. You're not, maybe like at a film festival like Tribeca or something, you can only go for a day and you can only pick from those movies and you're stuck on those movies. So with this, you're in the comfort of your own home doing that and you get to watch what you want. But here's where I say the comfort of your own home takes a little bit out of it, because as someone who, like, me, I go to every genre festival I can. I mean, last year I went to like 6 or whatever, like Fantastic, Fantasia, Overlook, blah, blah, blah. And going to a film festival is still not something that can be replicated, because you're there with your friends. You're there, you realize how much of the festival is actually seeing people that you didn't get to see. And like, when we get to go to South by and we get to go to all these places, or again, we were at Overlook and we just got to pal around and basically hang out at around other horror film fans
too. The conventions are the same thing. Exactly. I mean, that's what really separates them more so than anything. It's like, the premieres are great too, but a key component of that vibe and that atmosphere is the social element of it all.
And not even the social, the crowd aspect, because I think I mentioned this like a few weeks ago when we were talking about this kind of way of doing a film festival, but there are definitely movies that are going to suffer on this format. Like watching Scare Package, which is a meta horror comedy that is meant to be laughed at and laughed with. And you're at home watching yourself, and we don't react to comedies the same way. So I think something like that, 100%, I think that's going to suffer. And just the way of like the Midnighters and like you're a few beers deep with your friends and you're at a screening that's way funnier than it should be. Like that's what's missing. And it was honestly harder as coverage. And I know this is just from a journalistic perspective, but being at home and not leaving and having the ability to kind of just work as you want was way harder to do than being at a festival and being like, I have to churn this out. Yeah. So
that's
my take on it.
I mean, I've yet to do that, so I don't know how that's going to work with me and if I'm going to have the willpower to actually sit down and make myself a schedule. But
like for me, it was like, I'm going to watch 3 movies a day. Yeah, I was going to say it's like 3 movies a day turned into like 2 movies a day turned into like shit. I'm going to see 1 a day and maybe write about 3 of them. And it's a different
kind of energy when you're physically there. It's like the place just infuses you with that like insatiable urgency to get to as many things as possible. And that speaks to the communal aspect too, because we all feed off of each other in that respect.
Yeah.
Imagine there's probably less talk between you and other journalists covering it. It's like part of the fun of, just randomly saying South by is I go and see and cover a movie, and then I run into Matt and he recommends a movie that wasn't on my list to begin with, and then I got to reprioritize. So
this was
out of the equation right now.
You don't get any of that. And that's why like it was the same as regular work. And that kind of sucked a little bit because film festivals were like what keep me going. This felt like just another weekend watching movies and reviewing them where, the festival is what gives me life, it's what gets me through doing all the banal stuff during the week. But did you see Jumbo at Sundance, by the way?
I did not. Jumbo?
Jumbo.
Is that on the midnight?
No, not at all. Jumbo is actually a French love story about a girl that falls in love with a tilt-a-whirl. And I know that sounds really weird, but it's really sweet and really romantic. And it's I'm blanking on the actress's name, so I don't want to mess it up. But she was Portrait of a Lady on Fire.
Noémie Merlant.
I didn't want to butcher that, so I let you take it.
Pretty sure that's it. Pretty
freaking phenomenal in this movie. So yeah, look for Jumbo.
So good in Portrait also. But I will look out for that one. I'm very surprised that you mentioned a movie from Sundance that wasn't on the midnight lineup.
Yeah, I like to do other things besides horror sometimes. I like to write about taboo romances between man and machine.
Didn't you just tweet something about Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist? Because that's what I'm binging. That's what I'm binging right now.
Oh man, it destroyed me in a good way.
Yeah. Oh, great. As long as it's in a good way. I don't want to be like emotionally devastated in a negative way in the end.
What episode are you on?
2. I just finished 2.
Oh man, strap in.
What is it, like 12 episodes?
Yeah, it's about 12.
Something like that. We'll get there. We'll circle back when I finish it.
I was gonna say, like, I cried like once an episode, like after that point.
Okay. Well, yeah, I was a little surprised by that because when I think it was at the very beginning of the year, they started to play all the commercials for it. I'm like, I see it's a cute idea, but this could be real stupid and grow real tired real fast. The thing that I wasn't expecting during the pilot episode was the emotional angle, was the family angle. And when that hit me, I'm like, whoa, there's more than one thing going on here.
I was expecting like New Girl meets a musical, and it very much is that at points. Yeah. But it's also way more. It's way deeper. You don't expect where it goes. Like to me, it's on par with like The Farewell and how it.
Oh wow, that's high praise.
Yeah.
I'm
good
surprised to see you go that high because I know how you feel about The Farewell. So
I feel very very connected to that. So yeah.
Do you want to get into our title topic tonight?
Do you want to?
Are we okay after last week's discussion?
I'm okay. I don't know if the commenters are okay.
Yeah, no. I see everyone in the chat. I see all of the some real good folks here. We got Chris.
Oh no, Lily, not the chat.
Martin. Yeah. I know. Everyone just gets real heated about the stuff they're passionate about, but that's no excuse to ever take it out on somebody else, even if their opinion is different than yours. So remember that as we talk about Henry Cavill returning to play Superman. But don't run wild with this thinking that Henry Cavill is going to star in his own solo movie or Man of Steel sequel. According to Deadline, who broke this story, it's more to return to play the character in other films. So I believe the report exactly says that they are hearing that Cavill is going to come back in a couple of different ways. Not a standalone film, but there are plans to put him back in the big red cape again. Sources with knowledge tell us. So, I mean, that pretty much says to me that he's probably going to pop up in, I don't know, Aquaman and more likely the Shazam sequel or Black Adam.
Yeah. Maybe? Well, I mean, isn't this tied to the Snyder Cut too? Like, don't they have to go back and do some reshooting? I mean, that was my first instinct. My first instinct was, Snyder now has $30 million to do what he wants, and maybe he wants to retouch some things. To me, that's how that's how the news hit me. Like, I think he's going to go Snyder Cut.
As far as I can tell by Collider's breakdown of the original Deadline report, there is no mention of that here.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's my curiosity because, again, my assumption is Snyder's going to reshoot some things. Because immediately you got chatter about Ben Affleck coming back to do Batman, and it's like, okay, I'm totally in on that. I'm not sure if Cavill didn't really want to come back, so it had to be a pretty decent offer, and I don't think he would come back if it was anything too substantial.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure about the reshoot rumors. I haven't been following all of that because Red Hood 23 in the chat is saying that Zack Snyder did say they might reshoot. There, as far as I can tell, is nothing in this report to connect the two arrangements. Okay. So this to me, I don't know. This is just me speculating, of course. I know nothing about what's really going on behind the scenes, but everybody, I think, likes Henry Cavill in this role. He is a very good Superman. What happened with that iteration of the franchise was not his fault. Folks still don't want him to detach from the role, even though I think the DC film franchise is, changing course and on a much better track now. But it would benefit Cavill to not commit to another solo film or even a Man of Steel 2 until it gains its footing a little more. Like, I could see it being a smart move to make an arrangement to pop up in a couple of films before really jumping in feet first. And, you know, even as I say that, the second he appears in, let's say, a Shazam sequel, that does kind of force his hand a little bit, but at least there's the possibility for an out if things don't really pan out. But I actually have a pretty good feeling with the direction that this franchise is heading in right now. I'm just, you know, I feel like I'm just like losing the picture that I had in my mind for it because of what's going on right now. And everything is just so up in the air and confusing.
I'm excited to see Cavill come back into play in a movie like Shazam or Aquaman, because I feel like the vibe of those films doesn't really match the Superman we've gotten thus far. And I'm excited to let Cavill play more in that world and that tone than the Superman we've got. Not that he's done a bad job. This is not me calling him out in any way. I just think that to get a Superman who's not as dark and broody, we'll go with, and gets to kind of lighten up just a tad, I'm excited for that. And then I think if that works, if people are receptive to that, that's like testing the waters for another Superman, if that's where it goes.
Yeah, I'm really hoping that is where it goes. I mean, how long have we been asking for a Man of Steel sequel now? What, the movie come out in 2013?
About that, yeah.
Yeah, it's about time. I'm feeling good about this DC news in particular.
Yeah.
I'm feeling pretty good about the Snyder Cut too. The reason why there's some hesitancy in my voice with that right now is just because I've heard a couple of friends that are kind of, they're getting attacked online, and it's a scary situation, and that's just not cool. And I know it's not everybody, but now when I bring up the Snyder Cut, my mind does go to them because I feel for them. So I just want us all to be happy and to enjoy these good DC stories together, because it means we're getting more content. I think it's a good thing.
Wait, this is actually funny. So if Cavill's back as Superman, does that mean Eisenberg is still Lex Luthor? I mean, I hope not. I did not like his.
Yeah, I think they're done with that. I don't know. I thought he was fine. He was fine.
He was fine. I agree with you. He was fine, but I wanted more out of a Lex Luthor. It's fine isn't enough for a villain of his prowess, I would say.
I don't know. I mean, of course I would have wanted more out of a Lex Luthor too, but I just feel like, because the overall structure of that movie wasn't especially sound, certain characters weren't even given the opportunity to pop like they could have. So it's not a knock on his performance. It's more just the structure of the movie overall.
That's fair.
Right. Do you want to move into the next topic? This is a cool one.
Keep it rolling.
This is a cool one. So this actually,
That's cool.
This news just broke later today, and I'm feeling it right now. Ryan Gosling is going to star in a Wolfman movie for Universal. I am beyond thrilled to hear this for one main reason, because, when I think about Ryan Gosling, most of the stuff of his that I really like tends to be in the independent realm. And when he goes into studio territory, it's not, they're not bad movies. It's just they're not as exceptional as some of his other stuff. Also, we know what happened with The Dark Universe. It fell flat on its face after they put, all their eggs in that basket. So that has a negative tinge to it. But this feels very different to me, because apparently Corey Finley is the one who's being eyed to direct the movie. And that right there could be the game changer for me. I know Ryan Gosling is a good actor, and I know Universal just did good with The Invisible Man, but I do think that the key element here is going to be a director who could really put an interesting spin and style on it. And that right there is Corey Finley, director of Bad Education and Thoroughbreds.
That's an interesting one. I'm of course I'm here for Gosling being the Wolfman, because even going farther is saying like the indie stuff is the stuff we like most from Gosling, and the studio stuff, it just uses him as basically like a sex object. I mean, Gosling's the hot guy in like a studio project, and when he's able to get weirder, that is when we like him more. And the weirder Gosling gets, and honestly, to me, the better his performances get. So him like doing the werewolf transformation and really going like all in on that kind of performance, it's gonna be awesome. Like that's gonna be really good.
It's going to be interesting to see how they handle that transformation, though, because I do obviously there are a lot more elements that go into making a werewolf movie, but that transformation is so key. If it works or if it doesn't, that I feel like that tips the scale one way or the other.
And it better be practical.
I mean, not entirely, though. I think it actually just needs to be the right blend of practical.
Fair. Yes, it better be a lot of practical though, because
have to come together right.
I have seen plenty of werewolf movies where it's just some fully CGI werewolf that transforms, and you're like, meh. Where like, honestly, like watching something like Wolf Cop, better werewolf transformation in the last few years. I'm serious. Have you seen Wolf Cop?
I have not seen Wolf Cop, but I've seen like clips from you.
Yeah, there's like a full transformation scene in a bathroom that is so bloody and gory, and it does the full transform. You see everything. Like it's nuts. If you do it practical and do it well, it looks so good.
Is it like the werewolf transformation in Creepshow?
I mean, it's better than that.
Okay. Well, no, I think that the transformation in Creepshow suited the style of the show very well.
The style of the show very well.
That is you know, the other thing. It's like you can have a transformation that works in one sense, but if it doesn't match the tone of the movie,
right? No, I agree.
You're back to square one. But that was an example to me of, you know, I think almost entirely practical transformation being done a certain way because that was the type of story they were telling.
Yeah, I mean, it was done a certain way, but it still was like shot around, and it. I mean, Creepshow. I think up and down Creepshow was
on that one.
Well, I was going to say, I think Creepshow was hindered by budget on just about every episode. I will admit, I'll go on camera saying I didn't love it. It was fine. I know I wanted to love it a lot more than I ended up just liking it. But
I feel like I love it because even though, you know, it's not the most expensive, flashy thing in the world, every single segment, I could feel like the love and the passion for telling that kind of story and having fun with those kinds of creatures was always radiating off the screen, and I felt it.
I totally get it. I just think they weren't able to play with their budget the right way. Let's put it. That was my hang up, but that's just me.
Okay.
But I mean, here's my other question though, because once The Invisible Man hit, everyone started talking about Blumhouse's dark universe, if we're going to call it that, where Blumhouse was going to start cranking out all of these Universal classic monster movies. So is this tied to the Blumhouse universe, or is this Universal saying we're going to try just to do our own big budget werewolf movie ourselves?
All right, let me click over to the original Variety report, but again, using Collider as a source here. The writer, or one of the writers on this, is Lauren Schuker Blum, who is Jason Blum's wife. So one might assume, because of that connection, that Blumhouse is involved in some respect, but Blumhouse isn't name dropped in this report at all. Okay. But now I'm going to just double check by going over to the Variety article and making sure. But I believe it'll be the same. And yeah, I think it is the same.
I was going to say, we also have...
House.
Okay. It was curiosity. We also have Zeno Hour in the chat just said, Boris Kitt said, Gosling will play an anchorman who gets infected in what has been described as having a network Nightcrawler vibe, which I'm...
I was reading about the Nightcrawler vibe, and I actually just rewatched Network, and I think that combination does excite me quite a bit.
No, I mean, Nightcrawler itself is a horror movie, essentially, so I'm very into adding a werewolf element to Nightcrawler. That's, yeah, sure.
I'm feeling it. Again, you know, I was stressing Corey Finley earlier. It's not a done deal. The studio is apparently still meeting with directors, but they're expected to make a decision in the near future. But I really hope they go with him because he's real talented. And he's already proven that he can do a lot with like a fresh face cast, but he's also worked with some of the best in the industry, like Hugh Jackman and Allison Janney. And really, I think both Thoroughbreds and Bad Education are examples of movies that could never have been told the same way as he did by another director. They feel so him to me.
No, I totally get that too. I'm actually pulling up my old article that I don't know if we've dropped on this chat yet, but I know we talked about on Collider Witching Hour, where I had everyone give me their selections for not everyone, sorry, a bunch of horror journalists, Haley's involved, a few other people that we know, and I had them dreamcast basically, or dream directorial cast their dark universe. And I'm trying to pull up who we had on the Wolfman list, because there were some real good ideas on that. And not that I would really
yes.
Yes.
Anya Taylor-Joy. Anya Taylor-Joy and Olivia Cook.
Oh, okay. Here's why I was going with it. Because yeah, you did. God, I wanted to see David Bruckner do a werewolf movie. That was my pick so hard.
Too.
I think he would do so well with the transformation arc and really the practical effects if it went that way, just based on his work in Southbound and what he's been able to accomplish.
Fair. Southbound is the one that I think would sell that the most. And I guess The Ritual too.
Yeah, 100%, because you got creature effects in there.
I just had Night House on the brain, which has none of that, and it's a little more of a, like a slow, deliberately paced piece that doesn't really scream studio release to me.
No, 100%. I'm looking. Haley actually picked Julia Ducournau from, what she's done. So the Wolfman with her, obviously, you're immediately thinking of the flesh eating and things of that nature and going that route. And
I'm into that. There's
a transformation there. I think while Corey Finley would be a great choice, I just was hoping maybe a younger horror face or a up and coming horror face would be able to take.
I mean, he's not. I just smashed my beer bottle into my computer. He's not known for being in the horror community, but he's a fairly young director.
Yeah, no, totally. I'm trying not to I'm happy for young directors getting new gigs. I was just hoping it would be in the horror community a little bit if we did get that movie.
Matt, I have a question that I think I should answer with you in the room.
Okay.
Calm Down Rich is asking me, Perri, are you using the new Mevo camera now? I'm not using it right now. So, Matt, hear me out on my dilemma with the Mevo. So, okay, yep. I got the Mevo, and I got the Mevo Start, the new one. I don't know if yours was different. Mine came without an SD card in it. So I had to order an SD card if I wanted to record locally to the camera. And the reason why I started to prioritize that is because you told me that the Mevo will not hook up to Streamlabs, right?
I do not believe mine will not.
Okay.
I can tell you mine is just for streaming via Wi-Fi. It just connects to whatever platform you're using, but it's not you can't just use it as a regular camera. It's just a live stream camera. So
that's part of what's getting complicated here is then I would have to go off Streamlabs. But even if that were the case, let's say I was using the Mevo, I can't tell. You guys chime in here. What do you like better? Do you like when you see people live streaming and kind of looking, not necessarily at the camera, but at least in the camera's direction? Because I don't know,
what are you worried about?
Let's say my Mevo was where my other camera is when I record, other videos that aren't live streamed. That means you would have this view of me. You know what I mean? The camera would be over there, but I would be looking at the computer in order to check the live chat.
I mean, the idea of the Mevo is, when I use mine, I am looking directly at the Mevo. I'm not really looking away from it because I have the Mevo hooked up right at me, looking at me, and my laptop will be to the side so I can see the YouTube chat. Ooh. I just have it muted so that's not on. And then
what does this mean? Calm down, Rich. Help me. You got to switch it to NDI.
I love how you're just using this as IT support.
I know this is great. Rich feels
we have a live stream platform, and you'd rather just IT support your freaking Mevo.
Yeah. So I don't know what NDI is, but I'm going to look that up now. It's supposed to work as a webcam. So I guess I would also have to So
we can test this another time, Perri.
My camera usually sits over there. It would make sense if it sat right here above my laptop. I don't know. I got to figure it out.
We got to troubleshoot this.
I know we do. But it's you know what happens when you shoot these videos and stuff. It's whenever you sit down to shoot something, you want to shoot it and get it done and do your thing.
See, I just live stream. I don't worry about it, editing and all that crap. But the good thing is the Mevo edits for you. So if we're doing this in my apartment, then we can just set the Mevo up, have it live stream directly to YouTube, and then we don't have to do anything. It can go back and forth and does all that editing for us. But that's a thing we can do. Also, can we talk about Upgrade really quick?
Oh yeah. Oh my God. I can't believe I forgot about that.
How did you forget about that?
How was that not?
I don't know.
Excuse me. You also didn't put it in the doc. It's
I've
not.
had a busy week. I've had a busy week.
Yeah. No. Let's please talk about Upgrade, because that news was friggin' awesome, and I am wishing that I had my Lee Winnell interview after that broke.
That is like, I think Upgrade ends perfectly. I think it doesn't need an additional sequel or any of that nature, but am I happy that we're getting one? Absolutely. Upgrade is so good. And the fact that we're getting Lee Winnell back to direct, and we have the writers of the Purge TV series hopping on. Did it confirm if we get Logan back?
Let me see. Per the press release, the series picks up a few years after the events of the film and broadens the universe with an evolved version of STEM and a new host, imagining a world in which the government repurposes STEM to help curb criminal activity. So that to me implies no Logan Marshall.
Yeah. So that's where it gets interesting. Do we bring back the cop? Do we bring back... I'm trying to think of like the random characters that might come back in that world, but I feel like this is going to be the Purge TV series where it's a completely separate cast, which again, I'm fine with. Like,
I think it'll probably be that too. And you know, I never caught up on the Purge series, but I did watch the first half of season 1, and I only stopped it because I got distracted with other assigned things to watch. But I thought that was a pretty good adaptation of that film franchise to TV.
I mean, it's still going. Like, you know, there's a reason that people are watching it, people are tuning in. I mean, that's a concept that can work anywhere, though. I feel like what sold Upgrade was Logan Marshall Green's performance and the mechanics of the way that he was like an automaton and a human at the same time. So I'm just hoping
that and Winnell's shooting style.
Right, exactly. No, 100%. So Winnell's shooting style, we saw The Invisible Man, and I mean, he takes stuff right from Upgrade and uses it once again. So you know he can pull the same stuff off. I just, you know, whoever they cast, I hope they can keep up with what Logan did.
Yeah, sorry, I'm so distracted by really good advice from Calm Down Rich. He's still explaining the Meebo to me. Rich, I appreciate you right now. I feel like I need to like drop a comment in this video so that we can keep this conversation going after the stream ends. I'm sorry, I can't help it. I'm very pumped for this series, though. I think this is a brilliant idea, and I am very curious to see how involved Lee winds up being as far as, you know, a lot of series out there, you know, someone will only direct one episode. Of course,
that's true.
This is where a director stays on for the entirety of a season. But again, it kind of goes back to what I was saying earlier, that the success of Upgrade the film relies so heavily on what is becoming Lee Winnell's signature shooting style. So I do think you really need that here.
But I think Logan was so good, and I just hope people understand. He's that actor who always is the other guy a lot of times, and the fact that he just owned Upgrade and that performance was so good, and I just hope that people like give him the credit that he deserves for it, and I hope whoever they cast does the same thing. But I also recognize the fact that Logan Marshall Green killed that performance. He was a robot and a human at the same time.
Every performance, though. He is really that good in everything I've seen him in. You know what we watched the other night?
What?
I'll let you guess. What did we watch with Logan Marshall Green the other night that I'm mildly obsessed with?
Why am I blanking on what this could be? You're putting me on the spot here. Now, not Spider-Man? No.
Oh my God, no. But like, I
Spider-Man movies? I don't know.
I really like that movie. It's just his role in it is like itty bitty.
It's minuscule.
It doesn't use him at all. It starts... All right, I'm just not going to do this. It's The Invitation.
Oh, well, that's why. You know I don't like The Invitation, so you're...
How many times have we seen The Invitation?
How many times have we seen it? I just saw it once.
So watch it again. Did you not? We saw it together, didn't we?
We did. We need
to see it again because we both walked out of that screening the same way, and the next time I saw it, my tune completely changed. And I think I have watched that movie dozens of times since its South by premiere. Please at least try. I know you got time next week. Watch the movie again, and I demand a full report on next week's Merri Hour.
Fine. I will rewatch The Invitation, even though you never watched Demon Wind.
Oh shit! I should watch Demon Wind. All right, that's it. All right.
It's off Shudder.
Oh, is it really?
I told you this, I've told you this the last 3 weeks.
All right, wait.
You're gonna do it.
Here's the deal. Will you commit to this next week?
Yes.
Next week, you need to rewatch The Invitation, and I will watch Demon Win, and we'll report back on both. Deal? Fine. All right.
You better watch Demon Win.
I will, because as far as I know, my interview schedule next week is fairly light, so it will be okay. And all I have to binge right now, at least, is Zoe.
That's fair. Okay.
All right.
And you're gonna get through Zoe very quick. I promise you. That binge goes easy.
All right. I'm really looking forward to it. It's just I need to stop watching it right before bed because I feel like the musical numbers get me all revved up. And I don't sleep well after.
Yeah, no, and for me especially, some of the notes that you're going to start hitting, not the musical notes, the actual notes, you're going to feel some things. You're going to feel things, and they're going to make you think things.
Oh, crap. I don't like thinking things.
I mean, in a good way. It's always in a good way. Trust me.
Oh, all right. Should we make the move?
5:05. You tell me.
All right, let's do it because
to
preface this here, after last week's live stream was over, Matt and I did what we said we would do, and we each picked a partner from the stream, and we challenged each other. I played with Ian Wilder, who is from my Patreon community. He is also my movie Cryptico champion, and now he is my partner in Beer Pong Championships because Ian and I I'm sorry to rub this in your face, but it's true, absolutely crushed this Matt and Matt Monagle.
Matt Monagle is my podcast co-host and good friend, and he is never my beer pong partner again.
Usually I don't like being so harsh on people, but it's understandable in this situation.
I'm really hoping he's been sitting on the chat and this is when he just jumps in. I'm kind of hoping for that.
I wouldn't be surprised if that were the case, but we had a very, very good run. And so tonight, my partner, Ian, is returning, and Matt will soon have his partner here as well. Who are you bringing on tonight to try to reclaim some of your pride here?
Wow, that's a great introduction. Thank you. That was fantastic.
Sorry. I got to get
we got slaughtered.
I will fully admit, just so I'm not being an obnoxious winner here, Matt is the best beer pong player I know, and I get very nervous when we're not on the same team. But often we are on the same team, so I haven't really had to worry about it that much until now.
In any case, Mr. Monagle did not return for this live episode. I don't want to say he ran away in fear, but I will say that yesterday he forgot he double booked something and he could not return today to play live in front of you all. But so in a very short notice, I was able to get my good friend Lindsay Traves to come in, who I have played beer pong with virtually, and will be a little bit better than Matt Monagle. Will be a little bit better.
Have you seen the TikTok videos of people playing beer pong by themselves at home? I feel like I should do this just for fun. People are legit taping solo cups to their shirt and standing in front of the mirror and hitting the ping pong ball off the mirror and into the cup.
That's actually hilarious. I've not broken into the TikTok world yet, but maybe someday.
All right. So I am going to bring Ian into the conversation right now. And Matt, you and Ian chat. I'm going to take myself out so I can make my way downstairs because, as we all know, my parents need to eat dinner. And now it's my time to use the kitchen table. That's how rules in this house go. So I will see you in a minute. And here's Ian.
Here is, and look at this, Ian. Okay, good. It worked. Thank God. Hi, Ian.
Hey, Ian.
How's it going, dude? You've come back to destroy me, I see.
We'll see if it goes as well last time. So,
well, I don't know if you know this yet, but I'm bringing a different partner. You scared away my other partner last time, and he refused to come play live.
The better Texas City one in that case.
I was gonna say the Texas rivalry will not be able to continue because you all had that going, and you clearly won there. But yeah, so we have a new competition. I want to say that someone else will be able to hit cups. I won't just hit 7 cups in a game and still lose. So be on your toes, Ian.
I mean, I'm still not confident in my skills.
You say that after you and Perri game cupped us 3 games in a row. I don't want to hear that. Stop downplaying yourself. You're playing the whole game where it's like, oh, I'm not that good, not that good. But you guys hit game cup every game.
Maybe they're just a hustler at heart.
Yeah. Wait, people want to start making bets. All right, so let's see. Red Hood says, guys, let's start making bets down here. I would love to see people start making bets, actually. That would be fantastic. I don't know what to bet, though. We can't do money because that brings in some weird stuff.
Yeah. I don't know.
Is that Lindsay? Has Lindsay entered a new challenger?
That's me.
Okay. I can't see you. I can only hear you. You're now on a live stream.
Hi, what's going on, everyone?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Lindsay, meet Ian. Ian is part of the competition.
Hello, Ian. I'm excited to participate. I'll be gentle. Today.
You're not going to get all competitive yet?
Yeah, I'm excited to obliterate you, but then I chilled. It's early.
So I guess just to warn the live stream, Lindsay's thing is being overly competitive. So the comparison point that we laughed about was basically Abby in Broad City when she does the gym contest, whatever, like the gym Olympics, and goes insane. Yeah. So apparently that's Lindsay's vibe.
Yeah, like after that episode, my phone was ablaze with like, LOL, you're just like Abby. And I was like, that's so rude. Yeah, I admire her competitive spirit. And it's something
and also yelling at people and actually getting very aggressive.
I just feel like there's no point in winning if you don't also obliterate the loser's self-esteem. Do you know what I mean? It's like...
I don't 100% know what you mean, but I do get it.
Yeah.
Maybe for you that works. Hold on. I'm going to be moving my laptop very quickly here.
Can we talk about how my mom packs my beer pong things in a little plastic bag now?
I got it.
I love how your mom packs yours.
With my cups.
Oh, you got the fancy ones.
They say beer on them.
So you know they're for beer pong.
They're official beer pong balls.
All right, I'm set up ready. Perri, what takes so long? Jesus.
Oh my God. So I think, oh God.
Are we gonna bet anything this time, Matt?
I don't know. People in the chat said we should bet.
All right. I think we should let people in the chat pick what we bet. If you guys tell us if Ian and I lose, what happens, and if Matt and Lindsay lose, what happens? Well, Matt, I'll at least allow the two of us approval over this bet. But
I was gonna say, I don't want to give carte blanche to the internet. Like, when has that ever gone wrong?
Well, you know.
So I am ready. Whenever you guys are.
I'm almost there. I'm just filling more water to make sure all my cups don't fall over.
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah, you're all caught up in the rules, right, Lindsay?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Like, I go, you go, then the other team goes. No bouncing, 1 ISO per person.
People also will notice that we've upgraded to a bigger triangle now.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Which I miscounted about 7 times just for anything.
What? It's a triangle. How'd you miscount that?
I can't count. It's not one of my top 10 skills, and I kept getting it wrong. And I was like, "What do I go 5 at the bottom?" It just I don't know why I couldn't get it together. You know,
counting is overrated. Oh shit.
So Lindsay, the one thing I will say is that we're on the same team. So if you see our triangles, I guess we'll call them, they're basically the same. So if I hit a cup first, we're both going to pull it on our rack so that you don't hit the same one again. Got it? So basically the way I'm going to do it is facing me, there's a line. So the first cup, that front cup, that'll be line 1, line 2, line 3, line 4. And then if I say line 4 farthest right, then you would just pull the farthest right on line 4. Got it?
Okay. Yeah.
Good. That's it. That's all the setup I think we need.
All right. Do you guys want to do this? Is everyone ready?
I mean,
wait.
Oh,
Hold
wait.
on, Perri. Perri, this could actually be a good one. Loser wears an ugly sweater next week.
Damn, Rich is on point tonight. Do we want to start like baby steps first? Because Billy also had this suggestion.
No, I'm not shaving my head. I know that's a recurring theme that everyone wants me to shave my head. That's not happening.
If your bet is to shave your head, I'll dye my hair and I'll let the chat pick the color.
No, you're not getting it. I'm not giving the people what they
no
want.
Fun. You're having a lot of fun, but you won't do my bets.
What was that, Lindsay?
I think they're passively making fun of your hair flip.
Jealousy, I think, is what you were going for.
That's what I meant.
It's the jealousy part. I get it.
So let's do baby steps, and we'll do the sweater one for next time. Deal?
All right. The funny thing is, I have an ugly Christmas tank top, so that'll be if I lose, I will wear that. That's what I'll wear.
That's so on brand. I can't handle it.
Yeah, it's incredibly on brand. When you see it, you'll know.
Allergic.
Oh, wait, you're not gonna see it because we're gonna win. Sorry, I don't know why I'm assuming I'm gonna lose.
Yeah.
All right, Matt. Who's going first?
You and Ian.
All right. Ian, we have more luck last week. You going first or me going first?
I think you going first. What's our
All right. I'm gonna take the first shot of the game then. Oh, I hope I didn't lose all my mojo from last week.
Oh, I hope you did.
I feel like I should have taken some practice shots before we started.
I had all day.
Yeah.
None.
Walk him. You got this, Ian.
Let's go, Ian. Rep it for the commenters. Yeah.
All right. It was because we wanted to let you start first.
Right. Lindsay, do you want to go first or me?
This was all planned.
All right, you do it.
Whatever. I'm not gonna. Ooh, right in the middle.
Oh, crap.
Third middle.
Got it.
Lindsay, what city are you in?
Toronto, what up?
Oh my God, look at that view.
Oh.
Nope.
Yeah.
I missed that city.
Did you live here?
No, it's just TIFF is one of my favorite times a year, and we go for so long that it really does give you the feeling that you're not just visiting, but you've lived there for a little bit.
Yeah. TIFF 2021 probably. We shall see you.
Yeah.
Man, it's a rough start tonight. I think I'm gonna take my break.
Ian.
All right, we got this.
Keep it rolling. You, Lindsay.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Nay. Might have hit a bunch of keys.
Nope.
Caleb is rooting for us, Ian. Some more Patreon team support. This is actually Caleb's second chat here, second super chat. I accidentally missed an earlier one. My apologies, Caleb. This next shot is for you. Watch, I'm gonna sink it now. I just put myself on the spot.
monetary support?
Yeah, but if you're drawing on the Cowboys, you'll sink the first few and then won't be able to finish.
I got it. Front one.
Oh, but not with this happen.
Oh no.
Too far. Linz.
Here she goes. Ugh. No.
All right. Second row, far, right side.
So my right? Does that make any sense?
Yeah, yep, you're right.
Face right or my?
It's the weird thing because you think it should be mirrored, but because it's all facing the same way, it's actually just the same.
Ooh. Oh,
Ian on the board. Ian got it.
So last row, second from the right.
got it.
Yep, you're both there. Linz.
Oh my god, way too far. Sorry, dude.
All right. You're fine. All right.
Hey.
Back row, second, not the farthest left, but the one middle left.
All right. I want that front one.
Yeah, middle left. Yeah. Okay.
Right smack in the middle, Ian.
Center cup?
Center cup. Not my cup of choice, but I'll take a cup.
You get nervous yet that I don't have monocle missing every time?
A little bit.
I'm like so happy.
Oh, did that go in? I'm not nervous anymore, Matt.
All right.
All right, I'm going to keep going in this direction here.
What do you got, a flying V going? A full flying V? Got the Mighty Ducks rack?
That should be a re-rack choice, a flying V. Not that it would actually get anyone anywhere.
Yeah.
Nope.
It would just be straight for gloating.
Yep, 100%.
Okay.
You got this, Linz. Get the shimmy in there. There you go.
I don't know. You gotta. All right.
Wonder if
Check him
fake
out.
cups work on Lindsay. Woo!
Woo! I'm just gonna mute. Okay.
Is this distracting you?
Hey.
Nope, I missed.
Matt
Nope.
is telling me my distractions don't work, but I think it's because they do work and he wants me to stop doing them.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm not smart enough for reverse psychology, let's be honest.
All right, going right down the side here.
Oh wait, what's this like repositioning situation?
What is that?
Side to side here?
What do you mean?
You can't just like shoot from here.
Hey, you can, as long as you're behind the table.
Okay. All right.
Of course you can position yourself. I love how it's already coming out a little bit. Like competitive Lindsay is already here.
It won't matter. Who cares? It's fine. All right. So we want to play.
That's how I want to. Who are we on? Perri,
Ian,
you
go?
Did Ian go?
Yeah, I went.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, okay.
All right, you guys are up.
Do it, Linz.
Screw it up.
I like even did that bullshit move to the side and couldn't land it.
Fuck, what am I doing?
Oh, Matt. All right, enough of this nonsense. I have to get a ball in the cup.
I think there's too much hair in my eyes. It's E.
Front row, the left side, or the right if you're looking at it. Go doubles again.
I'm a big fan of the chat just talking about their favorite drinking games right now.
Hopefully they'll give us new ideas for next time. I had someone suggest a drinking competition for us, Matt.
Ooh.
You know.
It would be a mile beer run where every quarter mile you have to chug a beer.
Okay.
How you feel about that?
So I'm not liking what I'm seeing here.
Yeah, no, I'm off my game. I missed the last 4 shots. This is,
Oh, I thought that was going in.
the thing is, we're giving Perri too many opportunities, and Ian, they're gonna start hitting. I've seen this happen.
It's
Just run away with it.
okay, we're all right. We're all right.
All right. You know what? Let's both hit right here. Let's just make that
Ready?
choice. Let's make that choice.
All right. Okay. Okay. Here we go.
Matt, there's a question for you in the chat. From Nate
I have
M.
to explain this all over again.
Yes, you do. Because those cups are nonsense.
All right, so Lindsay shoot, I'm gonna shoot, then I'll explain.
All right. Ooh, back, other middle.
Okay.
Or you know.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Come on.
Okay.
The hexagon cups. They are called hex cups. They were a Kickstarter for a while. And what they were meant for is optimal racking because everything fits in perfectly. And it is very true. But the downside is they're not circular. So they're actually a little harder to hit because if you hit a rim, you don't get any of that like rebound or that like circular motion. If you don't hit it right dead center, it's just bouncing everywhere because it's so jagged.
So do you want me to send you some of these beer branded official beer pong
Yes,
cups?
could you please send me the beer brand beer pong cups?
Listen,
I love how Canada's like, what should we name this? I don't know. Beer goes in it. Fuck beer.
I guess for beer.
Fucking Canada.
Ugh.
Disaster.
It works every time they mess it up. Damn it, Matt.
So, third row on the left side.
Okay.
All right. We need something so we can re-rack it.
This is like the equivalent to like shuffling chips at a poker table. I'm just gonna bounce this ball really quickly.
The front one, Ian. Frontmost.
Just get in their head lids. Come on, get in their head.
We got to split, but it's still okay.
Juggle.
Ooh,
Right.
that was a good camera shot. Does the bouncing distract you? Is this a problem? Should I stop doing
I
it?
find it soothing, if to be honest. Keep going.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Let's see
it's
how
a rhythm.
that works.
It's a nice rhythm.
It's relaxing. This is an all-nighter.
We should re-rack.
I should. Oh man, I should rip.
All right,
a shot.
Ian, you down
I'm
for
out of my
the
mind.
diamond here?
Okay, so you're taking your rack. Got it.
Yes, yes. One of two racks here.
Got it.
Diamond.
There's two?
2 racks.
Oh.
Yeah, we played 2 on 10 cup.
All right, that front cup is mine.
Lindsay, I'm gonna try an ISO next time.
What? Sorry?
I'm gonna try an ISO next time when I go.
Okay.
Just so you know.
Okay.
Don't waste it, Matt.
I hope I won't.
Ooh.
Also, you do have 1 ISO whenever you want to take it. So if you want to go first, go for it.
I don't need any more pressure associated.
Don't
Hey,
Don't.
Ethan's here. How you
go
doing,
for a
Ethan?
cup.
Ugh.
All right. Yes. Second, the other one in the second row.
Got it. All right, so I'm gonna take my ISO on our front cup. This one right there.
Matt,
Get out
I'm going- I'm going to fly to LA and shave your head.
Nope, absolutely overshot it.
Okay. I suggest we take our first rack after this.
I agree with your suggestion.
Should we psych?
The front cup.
Are you pulling out basketball rules here?
Basketball rolls.
I hear your mom's going out with Squeak.
Oh,
Damn it.
God. You know what I did to us?
All right.
I'm not going to say it.
We can't re-rack now, but the next turn we got it. Shit, this is hard.
I fucked us, buddy.
Hey, no, I went for the ISO. I shouldn't have.
No, that's not why. I'll say it after this.
Oh, I thought I had it.
Oh. All right, so
I was
let's take our
scared
diamond.
of getting a re-rack. I was like early assuming and that they were going to close it up.
Ooh, that was close.
All right, take that diamond.
Diamond?
Yep.
All right.
Let's change the mojo. I'm gonna go first.
Okay.
Front cup.
Damn.
Boy. So, yeah, okay.
Better keep it up, Lindsay. Everyone's watching. Want that ball back, don't you?
I'm not okay.
Stressful times here. Pressure is on. Don't screw it up. Focus. Damn. Ah! Job well done. That was good.
Was that back?
I will shut up now.
Okay, we got 2 side by side now.
Got it.
Yeah.
Nope.
I think we can go, right?
Yep, absolutely.
Oh. Okay. This is fucking tight, bro. No.
He's getting it on
All right.
the two.
2-2.
All right. You
Let's
ready
go.
for
2 to
round
2.
number 2? All right. This is it.
God, I'm sweating.
Game over now. This is it.
This is how you beat me in Monocle every single game. Every single one.
I don't know monocle, man.
Back up.
Damn it.
Oh, yes. When they're lined up, I feel very confident. Oh, psyching himself up.
All right. Put him in a line, Lindsay. We got our rack. Put him in line.
Great.
We got a cup lead on them.
I feel like I'm gonna fucking bark, dude.
I'm gonna keep going first.
Okay.
Christy's rooting for us, Ian.
On the table.
Oh,
Christy.
all right, fine.
Nope. Nope. Still on the table.
How are you so good at that? It is very annoying.
I hit the rim.
You have longer arms. Like I feel like my arm stops before it can get to like the appropriate place behind my back.
Front is out.
All right. This is it. Pressure's on now.
You got it, Perri. You got it.
All right.
So if one of you hits and we match, goes to OT. One of you hits and we don't match, game over. If both of you hit, game over.
Oh, I love that. I love that. That was going in.
Wait, we Griff is on team Matt and Lindsay, which hell yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Oh.
You first?
Wait, we got Evan too. Evan's on team Matt and Lindsay too.
Excuse me.
One by one, your
Our
followers
Evan?
are betrayed. Yeah.
Don't
Your followers are betrayed. Perri.
He's mad because I like Hawk from Cobra Kai. Don't get it.
Wasn't even close, bud. Wasn't even close.
All right.
I bounced on the rim, so mine was at least close. They're gonna hit this. One of them will hit this one.
They're not. Yeah.
Man,
We're giving him too many opportunities here.
it was right on line.
Boom!
Oh,
All right.
I'm gonna go first.
This is it, Lindsay.
don't screw it up.
Okay. Sounds like not even what frame where he is.
I don't know what to do anymore to distract me. I'm losing my mind.
Yeah, baby! What's up? What's up? What's up?
All right. They can go for rebuttal. They can go for rebuttal.
Yeah, we get the rebuttal. So wait. So we're up now.
All right. One of you hits this,
All right.
goes to overtime. If you both hit it, you get to go first in overtime.
Okay.
Oh my god, that is nauseating.
Ah. So we're on the table too. You got this, Ian. Oh, we were both pretty close though. All right. All right. Good game. Good game. It was close.
Oh my god.
All right.
Nail biting. I liked what I saw. What's happening? Are we playing again?
Best of three.
Oh yeah.
Perry's not going to let you get away that easily.
That's what we call an early selly, kids. When you get too excited for the W and you don't really.
And Lindsay
Very,
immediately
very
goes.
fair.
Lindsay brings out the hockey talk immediately.
Oh yeah, sorry. Oh, sorry.
No, that for those who didn't know, Lindsay used to coach.
Yeah, go on.
I was going to say, give the background. You used to coach men's hockey.
I sure did. And they make me talk like whatever. I'll speak. Once I start referring to each corner cup as the top cheese, you'll know that I've gone too far.
Going top cheddar?
Top cheddar, baby, all day. Okay.
All right, I'm going to start it.
Okay.
Front. No. Second line right.
Second line right.
Would have been better if you hit the front cup, Matt.
Would have been, but I didn't.
All right.
Don't let that screw you up, Lindsay. It's gonna make it
That
more
feels so easy because there's like so many cups to hit. It's like
It's gonna make it really hard to hit any
I
cup.
sunk it in one because there was only one, and then I sunk it. You know, that was hard.
One time. It's out of your system now.
All right.
All right.
There's so many choices though.
Like the worst shit talker in the world. All right. I think I got the
That's
same
one.
one.
That's one.
Oh no, second one on the left.
The Patreon depends on you, Ian. You're repping the entirety of Perry's fans. Don't let that get in your head. Damn it.
Hey, front cup.
Fuck.
Yeah. Picking and choosing the right ones. All right. I'm coming at that front one right now. I got the second one.
Evan's standing of Matt and Lindsay
Second
right
one
now
on the right.
is fantastic. Evan, Matt and Lindsay will hit whatever cups they please.
Evan is betraying me right now.
Buddy.
Ooh, I thought that was going in. Billy's got our backs, though. Don't worry, Ian.
Center cup.
It's a good cup to hit, Matt. It makes it even more difficult. It's an uglier rack now. Good job.
That was
I have a straight line.
Don't throw it right in that gaping hole, Lindsay.
Oh, no problem. I did it. Back.
Did you use my tactic and come at it from the side? I saw that.
Yeah, I learned from you.
Did I take the right one? Sorry, it was back what?
Sorry. Back second from the left.
Got it. Yep. We're good.
So you got like a row and then three. Yeah?
Yep. It's the same thing we had last time.
He has exactly the same.
I messed up.
Uh-oh. We're creeping closer to a rack here. One more. One more, we can go for a sixer. Oh, did you both go?
Yeah.
You sure did.
All right. I really want the opportunity to make an ISO.
Okay, I want to bring one of these commenters in to do color commentary next time.
The middle
Rick
Rick
is crushing right now.
Ah!
The middle-ish one here in the second row in the center. So wait, so Matt, can he call ISO on this front cup here?
Absolutely, if you would like to.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah, I think our racks don't match.
All right, so this one is gone.
I have an ISO up here. All four in the. So if you're Ian, if you're looking at the triangle, it's the four in the back, one on the left, and then one guy up here.
All right,
Just like that. Yeah, just like that.
Yeah, is that right? All right. The mirroring thing is so confusing.
It is confusing.
Can't wait. Can he call ISO on that cup, Matt?
Yeah, if you would like to.
You want to?
Sure, why not? All right,
Go. Going for it.
Oh, get it. Wait, you still throw it behind the back.
Oh.
It never came off your
that.
Yeah, you can do behind the back, but you have to still hit that one ISO.
That looks like one of my behind the backs.
I have a question about the on the table rule because it's just
Yes.
if it remains on the table, I can shoot behind my back.
If it remains on the table and you're able to grab it before it hits the ground, you can shoot behind your back.
Oh shit! I feel like I've done that 50. I mean, I'm never gonna make a behind the back shot, so it doesn't matter. But I feel like I've done that.
2 weeks ago, I hit my first one. All right, I'm going first.
It was very impressive.
Okay.
See, I'm going to call this ISO, and I'm going to say 2 and get 2 cups out.
Right, yeah.
And you're going to be left with that awkward 3 and 4 rack.
She's cute, actually. Funny.
This is such nonsense. Like, I feel like talking is helping me distract you, so I'm just saying nothing right now.
Stop talking to my partner.
The other second row left.
All right, you got it.
It's
I
like
know. I know on that cup. No! I moved the whole table.
The desperation on that is next level.
out of control.
I'm gonna make a gif out of that later.
I'm gonna exercise in the middle here. Okay.
Oh yes.
Sounded good. It sounded good.
Back second from the right. Yep, that one.
Oh.
Okay.
Rack.
So we can do 2 racks if you would want to, Lindsay. We have a 6-cup triangle, or we can try to hit this ISO and see if we can hit 2 right now.
I think you should try for the ISO, and then I'll take a regular shot, and then we re-rack.
Got it. Okay. Got it. I'm taking my ISO for this little guy. This little guy right here.
Don't miss it.
Okay.
Don't miss it, Matt. It's a hell of a good time when you miss it.
I have an ISO question. We'll get this together in advance of the stream. If losing the ISO is not a negative, right?
No negative on that.
But if I call ISO and I hit another cup, it doesn't count.
You just lose your ISO, but you still get that other cup.
Correct.
Oh, you still get the other cup.
You get one opportunity to call an ISO.
So like
You call the ISO, you have to hit that cup. You call the ISO, you hit that cup only. If you hit another cup, it doesn't count.
Okay.
Evan is really going all in on the shit talk right now.
Well,
Because I know him so well, this feels so out of character, and I am just wildly amused by it right now.
Oh.
All right.
Nothing but
I actually thought that went in.
didn't.
We got to get one here to get a better rack, because this situation is ugly. Ugly.
Clean it up.
No. Yes.
Oh, man. That was wrong.
Okay.
Ooh.
This is corner one. Yeah.
Ian is carrying this team right now.
All right. Let's go with that triangle.
So what do you do? It's like 3, 2, 1 situation?
Uh-oh, Matt's sweating right now.
Absolutely.
All right. Okay. Okay.
All right. Second row to the left.
Oh, I did not. Second row left. Okay, I'm gonna see that happen. All right.
I'm a ninja. I'm a beer pong ninja.
Honestly. It's a good one. Okay. It's an applause. Okay.
Yeah, keep thinking of it that way. It's not. It's a ball bouncing.
No,
What's that? All right. Dive in.
She's here.
I like watching Lindsay run off camera to try to get the ball. Like, I'm just expecting her to take a header immediately.
Oh, it's cute. It's good. Luck.
Let's put into your
Front cup. Almost like batted it away a couple times. See, it's like my arm doesn't go all the way around. That wasn't that bad.
That wasn't bad. Now you just got to angle yourself the next time.
Okay.
Ian, buddy, don't do it.
No chance.
Oh,
There you go.
gross. Oh my god, the balls are everywhere here.
I mean.
Nope.
Oh, this kind of isn't fair. It landed like on my laptop.
It's count. No, it counts.
Everyone?
Laptop's in play. Laptop's in play.
Wait. What is that nonsense? Because mine's landed on my laptop.
Wait. It landed on my laptop, which is like a rough surface, so it didn't like
That is
roll.
not Matt, that is not a table.
Is it on the table though? Is the laptop on the table?
Down.
Yeah, like it landed
Fine.
like
Fine.
Extra surface.
that's what I asked. I wasn't presumptuous.
Shoot it behind your back. Let's see what happens.
No, she put it away. No, Perri, we're playing by your rules.
Okay.
I asked the group. It was an all veto situation.
All right.
Okay. I respect rules.
Ew, what is this? I feel like I got beer on the chair. Oh, is it our turn now?
It is your turn, yes.
Okay. All right. Oh, look, here's the other one.
Oh my god.
That was so ugly. I can't stand it. Right there. So the next time I have to be like a mile off to the side.
There you go.
It looks like this laptop decision is moot.
All right, you guys have this one chance to catch up to us, but then we're gonna run away with it. I feel like your hex cups failed you there, Matt.
Yeah, they did.
Back right.
All right. It's game time now. We gotta
a weird C, right?
hit some shit here.
If
Go.
okay.
Wait, don't.
That was close. That was going in, I thought.
So I'm gonna get ballsy and say let's try to hit one of these and get a straight line versus taking our last rack on a diamond.
Yeah.
That's actually a very respectable decision. But you need to hit it in order to make it so.
Harry, I'm dancing around the cups. I don't know what you want me to do here.
Again, is it getting hot in that room? Take it off right now. It's now or never. If you miss it, you're stuck with the try the dead silent approach.
Back would be middle. Yeah. So we got like
we're gonna rack it anyway, so
yeah.
Right there.
The opportunity.
Back cup. There we go. So at least we got the rack no matter what, Ian. No pressure.
Don't blow this, Ian. Everyone's watching.
Make that a straight line.
Fine. Ian's too cool while he's playing this. He's got this.
Yeah, I'm like so nervous. Okay.
This time I'm not going to say anything, and because I don't, it'll screw you up.
Yeah, I like your talking. It genuinely feels.
Matt.
Lindsay, front cup.
Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy.
Rick is the only one who believes in my shit talk. Perri is always the master of getting into the minds of her opponents.
All right. Oh, God.
All right.
Oh, shit. All right, here we go. This is it. Game over.
Oh, God.
All right. Back up. Whew.
Ian, the entirety of this game rests on your
No, it
shoulders.
doesn't. We're still
It does.
We're still ahead of you, so this is great because it's no pressure.
What do you mean? He's got to hit this, and if he hits this, he ends
Literally,
the game.
If he misses this, then Otto and I can win.
I know, but if he hits this,
80. Okay.
It was nice and straight right there. That's what matters. You're online.
back up.
Hit the back ring.
Now think about everything you just said, Lindsay. It's all on you. If
I like
you
it.
screw this up,
Yeah, Lindsay loves the pressure.
On my
you're in
resume,
big trouble
special
here.
skill works well under pressure. She doesn't.
No,
Agreed.
she doesn't. She clearly doesn't work well under pressure.
I don't know what else to say anymore. So I'm just gonna keep bouncing the ball. All right. I want that win. I want that cup.
Never gonna go.
Oh, that was right on line, but so far over. So far over. Oh, he sunk it.
Okay. Do we each have a chance?
Yep, and I just missed.
Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The pressure.
Lindsay, I've seen you do this before.
Yeah. I need to speech from myself. Okay, here we go.
Stop bouncing your balls. I'm gonna say that doesn't count. I don't know what just happened. I'm gonna say it doesn't count.
I'm not playing that. Fuck, that sucks.
Okay, wait. Hold on. For the tiebreaker, we're going 6 cup because this has to end sometime soon.
Okay. No, that's fair. I just can't get enough beer pong, man.
Oh my
I know
God.
you can't. That's an issue.
I feel like my computer's almost out of battery too. All right.
That was just, oh my God. I might never recover. It's fine.
6 cup, and do we go first? Who as the ones who won the last game? How do we do this?
Yeah, sure. Because I was gonna say rock, paper, scissors or something, but we can't do that shit. So go first.
Oh, we can if you want to.
We're not doing virtual rock, paper, scissors. We're going first.
Why? What's the difference? Okay, fine.
All right, here we go.
Disaster.
This is it. Wait. So I go this way. Oh, wow.
There you go.
That was way over, but that was a pretty good shot.
Tender, like that was in the game. Oh my God, Lindsay.
Oh, I thought I was going in.
Second row left. Let's go, Linz.
Well, nothing.
All right.
Yeah.
You dog go.
Match is like a big offer.
That was to give you a little head start. That was ugly.
I want to go first.
Our misses aren't that bad, and that makes me feel good.
Nope.
All right. Oh, we're really grooving here. All right. I'm going to get in this time. This is it.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. It is. I'm pulling it from the back of the table.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Nope.
Jesus.
Sorry.
How do you do that? Oh, God. It's so annoying.
Perri, I've played a lot of beer pong in college. Like more than I want to admit.
Oh, that time it's on my computer. That's not a rule.
Computer's off game.
Yep.
Do you still want first, Lindsay?
Plan, because we're just going to blow through all the shots in one turn.
Back right.
All right.
See it then? Yeah.
Yep, we got that weird C.
Okay.
Front cup.
I can hear Lindsay exasperating in the background. Just, oh, shit.
Okay. Hey.
All right, we're still good. We're not that far behind here. One cup. That's all it takes.
Okay. Nice. I'm okay.
Oh, you're getting into it now?
The middle, second row right. So we've got like 2 and 1 now.
Matt, here's your distraction. Look at this thing.
How do we come back? No.
Yeah,
I got 2 in the back and 1 in the front.
well, okay. I'll do it next time. Yeah. Wait, also no, you can't rack an ISO. They gotta be touching. Oh wait. Oh, I see what you're saying. My bad.
No, I'm saying yeah. I'm saying your setup's different. Yeah.
Sorry, when you said middle, I thought it was.
Behind the back.
Nope. All right.
You had real direction on that, though.
Lindsay, let me go ISO first.
Okay.
ISO. Okay.
It's your only ISO. Don't miss it.
I haven't hit one tonight, and I'm very mad at myself.
There's only one rack here, right, Matt?
Forget it. Okay.
Okay.
Wait, I didn't go yet. Oh, you guys are bouncing your balls.
They're just bouncing their balls.
I get it.
Yep. Just bouncing the ball to distract you from missing this shot.
Terrible.
I missed the shot song. All right.
So, Lindsay, we have a choice after this. We can either take our 1 rack and go 3 cups in a row, or we can try to hit one of these and go for a 2 cup. Nope, we're going 3 cup. They just went to 3.
The back right.
Are you going row? You prefer row?
Straight.
This is not bad for 3.
Yeah, you have a triangle. All you have is an inverted triangle, which is great.
Yeah. I was going to say a backwards triangle, but inverted would be the right word.
So wait, are you comfortable with the straight line, Lindsay?
Yeah, that's fine. Column, yeah? Column, yeah.
Yes, column.
I want to go first again.
Yeah, go.
This noise is so annoying. So annoying.
I think I'm getting worse. Okay.
Matt, that beer in your hand's going to create an imbalance.
No, that's actually how I do it.
Don't let that beer get to your head, because the
Where are your laptops that no one's planning on? Is my question.
Wait, Lindsay,
Okay.
did you go?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's up to you, Matt. It's a straight line, so don't go to the side.
Watch
Okay.
over your head.
I still feel good. She's all bark, no bite.
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
Same. Nothing. Oh God. No chance.
Wow.
So
I need to work on the force, but the direction is there.
Wait, you mean like mastering the force?
no.
That too. All right. Oh my God, there's so many ping pong balls back here.
What? How many do you have? Oh my God. Okay.
In the
Are you first?
Oh, now my
Do it.
fingers are all over the wall. Look at all these balls. There's so many balls.
Perri, you're just begging for a soundboard to be made.
This is wonderful. I feel like it's working. I'm stressing her out.
Oh God. Okay.
I don't know what to do back here, Matt, though.
Back, behind the back. Still on the table.
Oh.
Nope.
Oh,
What are you doing?
back up. That's the wrap.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Come on, Ian.
Sorry.
Not an easy one to hit.
Oh jeez. Ah jeez. No.
Oh, got it back.
Yeah, you
Got
go
that
first.
behind the back show.
Oh shit.
I threw my back.
We
All right.
of course.
Lindsay, I'm going first.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Oh, okay. I can hear you on that one.
Okay. Same with me.
Front cup. Front cup.
Look at all these ping pong balls.
Front. Closest to you. Closest to you.
Okay.
I wish the chat could make noise. I wish the chat could heckle everyone.
Let him.
I don't know how to make that happen.
Bring it on.
Getting worse than right. I don't know what I'm doing.
Fine. So glad we saved this one.
Oh God.
Right down the middle.
All right.
Tied up. Tied up. Tied up.
Oh my God.
Ian. You are the master of the shot.
Ian, I don't know. You seem nice, but you're not going to make this show.
He's way too composed for this. He's got it. He's got it.
You're not going to make it, and that's okay. That's okay. Okay.
Lindsay, I'm taking it.
Okay.
Fuck me.
I like this tactic. I should get more ping pong balls for next time.
I can like feel the choke rising from my heels. It's like I'm about to shoot, and it's just like piercing.
You blasting off?
Yeah, I can like feel the like you're gonna fuck this up. Okay. Here we go. Yes. The back one.
All right.
All right. Here we go. We got one left.
I feel pressure.
This has been.
This is nail biting stuff, guys.
Oh, that was so online too. All right, Ian, you got this.
No, you don't.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm just smashing shit and I didn't mean to.
I gotta wait. Hold on.
I'm making balls and I'm making noise and you're not
Behind the back. Let's go behind the back.
Oh, wasn't on the laptop.
Wait, guys. I got it behind the back and none of you let me shoot it because y'all were yelling.
Oh shit. Okay,
Yeah.
you do your behind the back, and I have one too.
Oh,
Oh,
mess it up. Mess it up.
come on, it's still. Oh my god, I have no chance of this. This is ludicrous.
Watch out for the rim.
Oh, I got it.
You know, I almost did.
This is so frustrating. All right.
All I hear is Perri breaking shit.
I know. I seriously just like knocked a bottle and everything.
Ian, it's on you. Perri missed.
All right. Yeah. You got this, Ian.
Lindsay, we got to end this next shot.
Right now. Oh, I thought that was it. Oh, no. No. Oh, no.
It's in the cup. If you hit this, it's game. If you hit this, it's game.
I hit this game.
If you don't hit it, then we have a chance.
Perri, why is that distracting to Lindsay, who's not in the same room as you?
Because it's sound. It's sound.
I can honestly say the sound is not traveling well.
Is this ASMR?
Yeah, I like it.
It's college douche ASMR.
That's like a tactic.
No.
Okay.
All right,
Yes.
listen. This is for a 3-cup overtime. If not, the game ends and we can end this purgatory. Also, really pro Evan right now. Really big Evan fan. I just want to say that out loud. Evan, you've been a big support.
All right, Ian, you got this. You got this.
No.
Oh, all right. All right. We've got
Taking the weekly. So Perri,
lamps on the table.
that means that Perri will be wearing an ugly sweater to next live stream.
I will happily wear an ugly sweater because I'm always cold in this house.
What a problem to have as someone who lives in LA and just got his air conditioner today.
Oh, very nice. A virtual high five to my partner, Ian. Even though we lost, this was way more competitive than last time. Like I will say, win or lose, this was like heated stuff.
This is like all 3 games are nail biters.
Yeah, no, I'm really feeling this right now. And I'm very impressed that Matt found a partner who could actually play.
Oh my god, I'm so happy that you said something like that about me because
The constant shade thrown at Monagle. All right, so wait, can I throw this out?
Yeah.
Winners stay on next game. You have to find a new partner. Sorry,
All right. Ian, I'll get you back in the rotation soon because you're too good not to. But I'm taking
very
every
excellent job, Ian.
Someone has to prove himself to me because Ian's a hard partner to lose right now. All right. I'll figure something out.
And then for next week, Perri, do we want to say what we're going to do with the Power Hour?
You should say what we are doing with the Power Hour because I still don't fully understand it.
So I'm going to show you right after this chat in our own private. But so next week, we're going to try a Merri Hour Power Hour. And if you've ever done a Power Hour in college, it's exactly what you think it is. 60 minutes, 1 song per minute. You take the rule says take a shot of beer every time the song changes. You do not have to. We're not idiots. We're not trying to die here. It's a fun way as a community to listen to music together and just have a little fun. So I've put together a horror themed Power Hour, which is it's gonna go through soundtracks. It's gonna go through needle drops, and it's gonna go through actual like horror musical songs. So for an hour after we do our first half an hour chat, we're still going to do the whole half an hour chat in the beginning. We're going to talk about topics. We're going to do that kind of stuff. But then after that, real quick, we're going to switch to a new live stream, new link and everything. And we're going to do a Power Hour together and honestly, hopefully have some fun.
Good tee up, Matt. It's a good tee for next week. We're going to have some fun. I hope you guys had some fun tonight. Again, a big thank you to Ian and Lindsay for playing beer pong with us. Seriously, like win or lose, you guys are awesome at the game. And this was so much fun. A big thanks to everybody in the chat who is cheering along and picking sides. I hope you're enjoying this format because we're going to come back to this real soon. But that's it for tonight. I'm going to click end broadcast and then it lags for a little bit. So everybody do crazy waves now. Goodbye. It's still